Well, talking about technology, probably there's been quite a few really strong voices, out on, I would say just in the world, but, let's say LinkedIn or the internet. Some pretty strong voices around technology and artificial intelligence in particular.
Yeah.
And I think you've worked very closely with one of those people. That's Daniel Priestley. I've read a lot of his stuff quite well. And for those who are listening who have not heard of Daniel Priestley, Google him, do something. Because
well,
great books and he's great.
I'm very thrilled to say that I mentor Dan. So that's you've got to go.
Well, that's what I was setting you up for there. I was setting you up there, Paul.
Were you really? Okay.
Take that credit.
Well, it's funny because Dan is moving at such a pace, and it was very interesting. He asked me, this is a very interesting thing. He asked me, he said, Paul, can you just, when we talk about mentoring, this was a different thing. He said, I just want you to, because he's incredible number of people now following Dan, as you know, it's in the millions. And he said, Paul, can you do something very special for me? And I said, sure I can. What do you have in mind? He said, I just want you to look out for any signs that I'm getting too big for my boots. I thought, wow, that's such a it's such a cool thing, right?
I mean, it's and so just to continue. I mean, wow. Firstly, wow, that's incredible tidbit there. But the second part I think I was going to ask you there too is he's one of the biggest voices out there. There's a lot of other voices. I'm just picking on Daniel because I know Daniel quite well. So technology and artificial intelligence, it's going at a rapid pace. HR are really in the middle of it, right? Like human resources right in the middle of it, because you've got and it's not just technology. There's offshoring, there's outsourcing.
Oh, the whole deal, yeah. True.
Much involved in managing people. HR has to evolve. It has been evolving. What are your thoughts? When you think about that particular spot right now, not talking about the future, because I think the future's it's even weird. We don't know what's going to happen. But that spot right now, where we are, where there's a little bit of, we're not quite sure, a bit of uncertainty, lots of things could do a few, who knows? That spot right there. What are your thoughts about that, Paul? And do you have any comments or insights
I do.
to share with people right now who are dealing with, it's either disruption or some sort of effect from technology and AI and all these changes?
Well, part of my my history, if you like, let me go back into the late 1990s, again when probably some of us were not born. And there was a guy, his name is Joe Pine, or Joseph Pine III, actually. For some reason now calls him Joe Pine II. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, back then he was the third. And he wrote this really beautiful book, brilliant book, and it was called The Experience Economy. And what it was talking about is how our role as service providers or product providers or whatever it was to make sure that the customer experience was up there, and so Disney was coming into his work and all of that kind of stuff. Most interestingly, he's now writing another book, which comes out in February, and I've been lucky enough to be following his writing on Substack and stuff like that. And rather naturally, well, first of all, it's got a different title, and the title is really interesting, and I think it's very important. It actually leads HR into a very interesting space, right? So stay with me on this. The book, which comes out in February, is called The Transformation Economy. And the Transformation Economy, right? Which is really interesting because he thinks about people like you, Jonathan, who are providing a service, actually as transforming the people that you're serving, if that makes sense, right? You become their guide is one of the things.